Hello, y'all. Welcome to Wandering Words, and today we're going to be speaking about all 8 movies that I watched in theaters this month. Now, there's a couple movies that I didn't watch this month just because, I'm still working full time, still got a job, still got full time school. So, some movies will be missed on this list. But if you want to let me know your thoughts about the movies I didn't get to, please let me know down below. But these movies aren't necessarily ranked from worst to best. It's more of what I preferred over one another. In my opinion, these movies this month that I did see were pretty solid. The last movie, I guess you can't really consider in theaters because it was released on streaming, but it was only released on streaming. So I will be accommodating to that one. Well, that brings us into the last one on this list, which is Playdate.
Oh, look, they're friends already.
CJ's cool. He invited me over his house. Can we go over, please?
All right, why not?
Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
Up high.
Whoa.
Oh, wanna dance? You guys go on ahead.
Playdate was a movie with Kevin James and Alan Richardson. It was, to me, a solid buddy not globetrotting movie, but traveling movie with the younger kids being played as a factor into the movie. I thought the comedy was solid. The action was pretty good. The only things that I didn't really like was the CGI. Some of the action scenes were a little bit off. You could tell that it was kind of a low budget movie as far as that goes, but for the most part, the jokes were pretty good to me. I find Kevin James pretty funny, so this movie wasn't that bad on comedy for me because I've seen a couple of the opinions on this movie, and I do have a different viewpoint on that, and that's the beautiful thing about movies and art is just subjective. So, but I really did love this movie. I wouldn't say love, pause, but it was a great movie. Now, number 7, we have Wicked 2.
I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
Think of what we could do.
Wicked 2, it wasn't bad or anything either. I just really wish they expanded upon the Wizard of Oz storyline. For me, it kind of was the point of where I wanted to see that, and it was building it up from the last movie. So for it not to be expanded upon and kind of rushed through towards the end of the movie, it did throw me off as far as my excitement for it. And they didn't even show Dorothy, or I don't believe they barely even showed the other characters. I know Tin Man was in there quite often, and the Scarecrow piece. I'm not sure how the play was, but if that's the play, I'm not really a big fan of it. But that is my opinion. I wish it was done a little bit better, but I did love the musical scenes. It was very funny with a lot of the comedic moments that they had, especially with Ariana Grande. She did great in those moments. And then just the performances all around were great. But me being selfish as far as wanting to see what was to come of the Wizard of Oz being interwoven into Wicked 2, it did kind of disappoint me in that factor. Now, number 6, we have Regretting You.
The coolest guy in school.
Oh my god.
Don't tell my mom about this.
You know she gets. Yeah, no, of course it won't. Sometimes it scares me how good of a liar you are.
This was a, I'll say comedy, drama, rom-com, and it stars Mason Thames, and I can't remember his girlfriend's name. I believe they're dating. That's what my girlfriend told me, at least. So Regretting You was a solid movie for me. I'm not really big on rom-coms, but this one kept me pretty engaged. I did like the storyline of Dave Franco, and I can't remember the other lady's name, but I did like that storyline of the other relationship going on, as well as them being married and going on throughout their lives, and this whole other thing is going on behind closed doors, and just them trying to work through that moment and through that trauma of the first event and the big event. Just seeing how that affected them was really interesting to see. But I do think for me, the thing that pivoted me away was how long it took for the mom to tell the daughter everything of what happened, but overall solid movie, to be honest. And it was just a really, really nice watch, really good watch for one time. Now at number 5, we have The Running Man.
TV. You better run!
Starring Glenn Powell. This is a reboot, and this reboot was done very properly. That was originally starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, but we're taking on this journey with a dad who's trying to do any and everything to support his family. The action felt really tight. The world felt very refreshing without losing its original vibe, as well as a social commentary as well. Now, a couple of things that didn't really work for me was that some of the things didn't really make too much sense, and a little bit of the characters were underdeveloped. But other than that, it was a solid action movie that I think everyone should go see. Now in 4th place, we have Sisu: Road to Revenge. This is a follow-up from the first movie titled Sisu. It's violent, gritty, weirdly hilarious at times with the way Sisu uses his environment to take out others. And it also has a really, I would say, sentimental theme towards the end, as he has gone through so much and now he can finally just rest. And I really love that message towards the end. This is a solid action movie. It's really nothing that reinvents the wheel or anything, once again, but it is a solid action movie. It only takes about 10 minutes before we get straight into it, and then it's just rocket ship from there as far as set pieces and different environments being used to just have fun, pretty much. In the number 3 spot, we have Predator: Badlands.
Trying to kill you. Many of your kind have come here.
This movie was really cool. The set pieces were great. I love the action, the gadgets the Deck was using to take out some of the environment around him, and then having to reuse that environment to come back and essentially kill the villain was really cool to see. I really liked how he used his strategic ways of being a predator to, you know, get to his mission, his end goal, which was taking back the trophy back to his father, and then taking out his father, then taking his father's stuff. So it was just cool to see him level up the whole entire movie and do it in such a natural way that didn't really feel too forced or anything. So this was a solid action movie, solid watch that found a spot in number 3. Now in 2nd place, we have Zootopia 2.
Cops and Wild in pursuit of suspect.
Back off, Ricky! We got him! Rolling spikes! Woody, Judy!
Now I know, why is it up this far? Look, I just love animation, and I love the themes that were told in this movie. The lessons that were told in this movie were done great, as well as Nick and Hop's energy throughout the whole movie just kept going. Segueing from the first one, the Zootopia felt richer as far as the lights and action and just the world exploring. And so that's why for me, Zootopia 2 is going to be in the top 2 spot. And for the number 1 spot, we have Wake Up Dead Man.
What happened that night? There's a much larger scheme.
This movie for me was amazing. I loved the storytelling, the way it pulls you in from beginning to end and keeps your attention the whole entire movie. I had people in the theater leaning forward at a lot of parts. That's how engaging this movie was, and Rian Johnson did a great job of executing this. And I love the storytelling. I love the parts that get you thinking on what or who could be behind this. And for me, it was just a solid watch, really great execution from Rian Johnson, from Knives Out, Glass Onion to this one. And that's why this one is in the top spot. All right, y'all, that's my full ranking of the movies that I've seen this month. Let me know down in the comments the movies that you've seen this month and how you would rank them. I'd love to see your list, love to see your thoughts on the movies that you've seen. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.